Hello everyone and welcome to the Automotive Blockchain channel. Hey, how is it going? All of those of you who are new to the channel or have been listening in, love dub goes out from my heart to yours. I do appreciate all of the comments, all of the likes. Definitely go ahead and put any of the comments that you like in the comment section about this particular video. Hey, guess what? Today we are going to be talking about that chip shortage. You know, the semiconductors out there that pretty much run the vehicles and monitor them, and you know, you get it. It's what's causing the headache for so many dealerships all across the world, as well as the manufacturers, as well as all of the truckers, the jobbers, and the entire supply chain is frustrated. All right. Semiconductors are a part of that. So Bosch has something to say about the semiconductor supply chain industry in and of itself, and that it is no longer working. And we're going to get into that article right after we go over, you know what, the Automotive Blockchain watch list. And for those of you that are new to the channel, this is over here on CoinMarketCap, where I have a blockchain watch list. And this blockchain watch list pretty much includes companies that are invested or having some type of their technology dipping into the automotive industry, or even tangentially into the automotive industry. So these are just some of the bags that I will hold. This is not even remotely close to the tokens that I do have. But that being said, this is not financial advice. Please make your own decisions, do your research, consult your financial advisor. I am not one of them. All right, so here we go. Information purposes only. So we have Bitcoin. The market is up. It's a wonderful thing when you see Bitcoin sitting at 49,000 and Ethereum sitting at 3,700. Bitcoin is up 5.9%, Ethereum up 9.8%. Let's go down a little bit into this and look at some of the higher ones. IOTA is making a huge comeback over the past short term here at 28%. And keep in mind, this is over the past 24 hours on this, just for all of you who aren't used to CoinMarketCap. 24-hour and the 7-day are these columns right here. So IOTA is up 18% over the past there. So you get an idea of where this is going. Scrolling down just a little bit, I want to focus on SingularityNet. And for those of you that don't know what SingularityNet is, if you're interested in artificial intelligence or artificial general intelligence, I would start paying close attention to SingularityNet. Just because, keep in mind, it's going to be the artificial intelligence that's going to be connecting all of these devices. And keep in mind, your car is a device. That's what it is, all right? And it's one that you sit in and it goes around, and all the autonomous vehicles out there, they're all going to be connected, and they're going to have some form of higher level artificial intelligence or artificial general intelligence, AGI, in order to monitor it all. And putting all that onto the blockchain and letting it run through is going to be a big deal. So you can see here, it is up 16% and 71% overall. It is just launching up. And I believe, in my opinion, once again, this is not financial advice at all, but that is just something that you need to watch out for. It is going to continue to grow. And I'll do more on that at some other point in time. You also have StormX, which was just recently added. You also have Energy Web Token and Carnomaly. Carnomaly is up 6%, folks. And it's my opinion in this one, the market capitalization is extremely low overall, and the trading of it all is extremely low. I personally like this particular one. I'll be doing more about it, but it is ranked real low on CoinMarketCap, basically close to 3,000 on the listing. All right, so let's go ahead and get into this article. Now, I first saw evidence of this article, and I want to give a hat tip over to MOBI, that is the Mobility Open Blockchain Initiative. In LinkedIn, they had this particular post and there about them, and it says Bosch Mobility Solutions, the world's largest car parts supplier, believes semiconductor supply chains in the automotive industry are no longer fit for the purpose as a global chip shortage rages on. And they talk about the hardships that have gone over the past few years, obviously with the CV that has been happening, with all the unpredictable climate patterns. A lot of different things have been going on that have been causing this. So they end up referencing this article, so I wanted to give a hat tip over to them. I do a number of different videos that do reference MOBI and some of their standards that they are putting out. One in particular that I do want to highlight, and please take a look at the video. I've done a few videos on that came from the supply chain Blockchain Working Group, specifically dealing with vehicle identity. That is VID. You can go ahead and check those out. Now, over to the article on Bosch, all right? Everyone, here's the thing. Bosch says that the semiconductor supply chain in the car industry, it no longer works. And I'm going to scroll down real quick. I'm not going to obviously read the whole article. You can definitely click the link in the section below in order to get over here and read the article for yourself. But over here, a German technology engineer group, Bosch, all right? So Harald Kroeger is a member of Bosch's management board, told CNBC's Annette Weisbach in an exclusive interview Monday that supply chains have buckled in the last year as demand for chips in everything from cars to PlayStation 5Ss and electric toothbrushes have surged worldwide. So if you're trying to play your PlayStation with the kids in the back, somehow they're plugged in and you're brushing your teeth as you're driving your autonomously driven vehicle, and that was your dream, well, guess what? Your dream just got shattered and you're going to be waiting. So if that's your dream, too bad. All right, so here's some of the things that that Kroeger starts to talk about. He goes, in February, a winter storm hit Texas. And I want to pause for a minute. Let's pump the brakes on the Automotive Blockchain channel bus. This is going to give you a quick and concise way of looking at this, all right? In February, a winter storm hits Texas, causes blackouts at the NXP Semiconductors, which is a major provider of automotive and mobile phone chips, all right? So that's point one. And then you go back in March. There was a fire at a semiconductor plant in Japan that operates by Renasas, one of the car industry's biggest chip suppliers. So you have NXP, you have that one, and then also, let's just move on. Just recently, just last month, in August of 2021, factories in Malaysia have been abandoned as national lockdowns were introduced to reduce the spread of CV. All right, so they introduced national lockdowns. Now, just for those of you that don't know, Malaysia is a tech corridor, folks, for just about every industry. It also is a very, very big industry in blockchain and DLT in and of itself. That whole area over there in Malaysia, Polynesia, etc. So that area of the world, the South Pacific, is just huge when it comes to technology corridor. So when you have Japan, you have the U.S., and you have a big portion of the factories, it's going to cause some issues. Now, one of the things that they're not talking about here in this particular article that Kroeger doesn't mention is going to be, don't forget that part of the supply chain is also all of the trucks, the subcontracting trucks, the jobbers that are literally driving from pillar to post in order to deliver the chips. They also are experiencing slowdowns and shortages due to the coronavirus, etc. These are things that are just happening. It's just part of it. It's a big deal. And how is the manufacturers, the automotive manufacturers, talking about this? Well, Volkswagen and BMW cut their production as the struggle to get the chips they need to build their cars. These companies and semiconductor suppliers should now be looking to figure out how in the world a chip supply chain going to improve, Kroeger said. Now, I know Kroeger may have not said it that way, but I'm just saying, how in the world are they going to improve? I don't know. So check this quote out, all right? As a team, we need to sit together and ask for the future operating systems. Is there a better way to have longer lead times? Is there a better way to have longer lead times? I think that what we need is more stock in some parts of the supply chain, because some of the semiconductors need 6 months to be produced. Okay, think about this. It needs 6 months to be produced. You cannot run a system, or you cannot run that sort of thing on a system where every 2 weeks you get another order. So it's a matter of supply and demand, and pretty much it's not working out. All right. So let's scroll down a little bit. There's something very, very important here. There was a UBS analyst, Francois. Yes, that is a French name. Francois Xavier, I won't even pretend to pronounce the last name, told CNBC last week, and that is the last week of August 2021, that cars with internal combustion engines, that's right, those ICE engines, typically use around $80 worth of semiconductors in the powertrain. But electrical cars, electric vehicles, that is those EVs out there, use around $550 worth of semiconductors in the powertrain. train. All right, so that's a big deal. For those of you that are quick on math, guess what? That's a lot. All right, so you have to think about the difference there in what the value is worth to the supply chain. And again, I want to emphasize that does not even include all of the people who are transporting the chips from manufacturer on forward. That does not include all of the slowdowns in the supply chain for getting the raw materials to create the semiconductors to begin with. I did an article about how silver is prices are going to be going up as a result of the increase in electric vehicles being produced over the next 10, 12, 20 years. All right. So there you have it, folks. It is one of those things that is going on that Bosch is talking about. And I want to get your opinions on what you think on how the supply chain may be affecting you, whether you are a dealership, whether you are someone who wants to buy that dream car, but it's just not available and you just can't seem to get to the dealership and buy it. Tell me what that's going to be and let me know what you think of this video. Don't forget to subscribe and don't forget to hit the bell. I look forward to seeing you next time.